Hi everyone, it's Lehman with Lace Covered Skies. I'm here today to do a little bit of a different type of video for you. I did one of these back in Thanksgiving where I showed you my collection of vintage pillowcases, and back then I was thinking about doing this type of video every holiday, and so for Christmas, Thanksgiving was the vintage pillowcases. I will link that down below in case you missed it. But today, I'm going to upload this on December 25th. So on Christmas Day, I am going to be doing this video showing you guys my vintage sewing patterns. And I have a lot of them. And I pretty much always buy them if I find them at a good price. I think I bought, when I first started junk journaling back in 2018, I bought a box of them, and then I went to this one thrift store where I bought a whole bunch because I think I asked her to give me the patterns 3 for $1, and she agreed, and I liked a lot of them, so I got a whole bunch during that trip. And I'm sure if you went back and looked at my hauls, you would see these. But my biggest one was an estate sale. I think it's the Jackpot estate sale, where they gave me a lot of patterns too. So before I continue, I just want to say Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays to everyone. 2020 is coming to a close, which I think we can all agree that's probably a good thing. But I have a lot of patterns, so I'm thinking of doing half for Christmas and then half for New Year's, which is in just 1 week. But the reason why I wanted to do this is kind of for my own needs because I'm starting my next series is going to be sewing retro journals or retro sewing journals, and I'm going to be using patterns. So this is going to be a good review for me of what I have as well. This one is landscape, and let's see if I can find, this is 1974. I just love the graphics. It just looks so cool. I think I could just stare at this all day. Like, that's such a cute top with the short sleeve over the long sleeve, and how there's the bell sleeves. I love the silhouettes of the pants. That's such a cool pattern. I just love it. And I love their hair. I think I had attempted to organize these, I think by year or by decade, but I'm not even sure. This looks 80s. Oh, this is 1991. 1991. Maybe I shouldn't zoom in so much. There we go. This one is 1976. These are so cool. And this is 1973. I've looked at these so many times, but it's still really fun to look at. I actually took a picture of all my patterns at one point. This is 1972, and put them all on my Instagram. I think this is one of my favorites. I might have 2 of these. I just love the silhouette of the pants. This one is 1971. So I guess what I need to be thinking about This is a booklet of, I'm not sure what they are. Like, I don't know if this is a catalog where you can pick out the patterns, but it looks pretty old. This was 35 cents original price. VG patterns originated in 1956. They were designed for square dancers. Yeah, that's pretty cool. But I don't know what year this one is. This one I think I got for free. I definitely like the drawings better. This is 1976. Oh, I think I grabbed the basket with a bunch of free ones. 1976. But as I'm looking through this, I think I'm going to be trying to figure out which ones I want to use in my next journals. 1970. This is I don't think there's a year on this one. $1976. Yeah, I think this is my 70s/80s/90s basket. Don't think there's a year on this one either. I think Butterick, because this is Butterick as well, they don't have the year. This is Butterick again. Yeah, they don't have years. But these faces are the same. I don't know if you can see that, but that's interesting. Like, that's the same person, or I don't know if they used models, but that looks like the same type of face. This is a cool one. And it's ripping, so I definitely have to salvage it somehow. 1971. And I've salvaged them before, so I think I'm going to do the same thing. I love these types of pants. I think they're so cool. This is Butterick as well. This one is 1987. I remember when people wore things like that. This is so cool. I love these blouses. This is 1974. So I want to make retro journals. So 1973. And it's more like vintage retro. So to me, that kind of means like 50s or 60s. This is 1973. So I'm going to have to take that into consideration when I decide what I'm going to use. Although I don't need to be that strict with it. I mean, it is just a junk journal. But just something to think about. This is Butterick. These children's ones are pretty cool. I think I got this one for free. This is probably 80s, 85. This is Butterick. This is a really old one. This is 1965. This one's cool too. I just love these colors. This one doesn't have a year either. So Butterick and Vogue might not have years. Another Butterick one. I think when I was a kid, we actually, I don't know if you guys remember the House of Fabrics. I think Joann's replaced the House of Fabrics, but they would throw out their pattern books. 1974. I love this dress. They would throw out their pattern books, or I don't know if they sold it for cheap, but we used to just buy them. 1977. And I remember looking through them. This looks like an old one as well. No year on this. There's a copyright symbol, but there's no year. But original price is 65 cents. So that kind of gives an idea of when it's from. This is another old one, 45 cents. It's Butterick. But let's see if there's a year. No. This one is, there's no year on this one either. I think I got all of these ones from one estate sale. This one's a cool one, original 35 cents. And there's no year on this one. I think it's super cool. All right, now this other box, I'm gonna go through this one a little bit quicker because I don't want the video to go too long. But I bought this on eBay, I believe, and I bought it in 2018. And it came in this box. So I thought that was pretty cool. I think that's what people stored their patterns in back then. So you could list your patterns there. Yeah, it's pretty cool. All right. These are so fragile. Okay, I think there's some pretty old ones in here. Originally 50 cents. And there's no copyright date. This one, can definitely tell that it's old. I don't think there's a date on this one either. Original 175, 1977. That seems expensive for 1977. Original price 65 cents. 1967. Originally 40 cents. I love this one. And there's no date. But 40 cents is pretty cheap, so it must be pretty old. Originally 50 cents. No date on this one either. Originally 115, so in the 70s, I'm guessing. 1974. No date on that one. $3. 80s, maybe. This one is kind of cool. Oh, I don't think this belongs in here. I don't know if this is even part of this. Okay, I'll put that back later. Love this one as well. 1964. That's a cool dress. That's a cool picture. I love their hair. 1969. All right. This looks like it looked at first to me like it's from the 80s, but I don't think so. This is 1971. $1975. No date on this one, but it's old. Original price 50 cents. That's probably in the 50s. That is such a cool dress. No date. Oh, yes, there is 1975. This is pretty cool, even though there's a photograph on here. This is 1975. This one is awesome. This is 1969. I think this one is Vogue, so it might not have a date. So I'm thinking of making these as covers. 1973. Love the print on this. Hmm. 1975. I love this dress too. This is 1974. And I don't see a date on this one. It's 85 cents. So maybe 70s? $1971. And I love this one. This is 1974. All right, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm kind of gathering ideas of what to do for my next series. But if you liked this video and if you'd like to see a part 2 for New Year's, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up down below. If you want to look at some patterns, you can go onto my Instagram and go back, like down into older pictures, and you'll see all these patterns on there. It's pretty cool to see them all in one place. But if you want to see more videos from me, please consider subscribing to my channel. And thank you so much for watching today, and I will talk to you next time. Bye everyone.